The 2011 Lahoma Riesling is, again, one of the kind of lower alcohol, higher sugar expressions of Riesling, which was intentionally done, which kind of coincided with how the fruit was coming in during the 2011 vintage.
2011 was, we will charitably say, a difficult vintage between the rain and some higher temperatures than we'd like to see during harvest, and it led to a little bit of disease pressure. But in this particular section of Lahoma, what came in was some Riesling that had a beautiful amount of noble rot on it, botrytis, that lends itself to sometimes a dessert style, but sometimes a little bit more light-bodied of a style. This would be kind of a Spätlese in German terminology. Lower alcohol, nice sweetness, but also a really refreshing acidity that's carried it well into a new decade.
And in this particular bottling of Lahoma, I think part of that botrytis kind of contribution that went with it is that you see a little bit more of this really beautiful kind of honeyed apricot characters to it, which is something that's kind of unique and really more coincides with the botrytis characteristic, which for us was a great chance to play around and really kind of work with that expression of fruit a little bit differently than we had in years past.
This is also a great example of the craft of a winemaker, I would say. We talk often about making lemonade when life gives you lemons. This is actually takes that metaphor a little bit more literally than we're used to, and turned fruit and a vintage that's relatively difficult into something that is one of the best examples of a low alcohol, sweeter Riesling that I've tasted in the Finger Lakes.